got the scoop on lock, spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the plot. Hit that bell cause the tea don't stop. It's nothing. Got the scoop on lock, spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the plot. Hit that bell cause the tea don't stop. Hey y'all, how is everybody doing? Make sure y'all hit the like button. If y'all are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe on Twitch at Lakeysha Keysha, on Facebook at Lakeysha Keysha, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok at Lakeysha Keysha. Now, I did a live earlier. If you missed it, that is fine because I know y'all is working, honey, but I'm not going to let y'all miss it. So I'm going to give y'all a quick rundown of what I found. And I'm not going to get into all the documents because you guys can go and watch the live. I did a live earlier. Check it out if you want to see the detailed documentation. But honey, I have it on the screen for you. And I know y'all can read, right? Porsha Williams, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Raggedy Ann housewife, whatever you want to call it, because she ain't a housewife. She a household. Oops. Yeah, housewife. Her. Porsha. We've been trying to tell you you in danger, girl, but you just won't listen. Porsha has been sued, y'all, and this is, yeah, she been sued. This is an ongoing suit. Porsha has been sued for defamation. Now, I know y'all probably like, well, what did she say? Well, Simon has proof that she called him ED, and he has provided this to the court. He has a lawyer who is pursuing legal action, and at this juncture, they are scheduling a jury trial because Simon is suing Porsha. I'm not going to get into each and every one of the documents. Not that one, but I'm going to show y'all a little something. If not, you can go ahead and check out my video. I'm gonna go really quickly because I did about an hour-long video on this and y'all can check it out. Now, in these documents right here, Simon alleged that Porsha said and was referring to him as somebody with ED, which is erectile dysfunction. Simon goes on to say, based on Porsha tweeting this out and sending it out, major blogs picked it up. Some of those blogs include All About the Tea, The Neighborhood Talk, the Jasmine brand, and many others picked up this information after Porsha Williams of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, after she put this on her very public profile. Simon indicated that Porsha has, let's see, because I don't recall how many followers Porsha has, but we're going to get to that page in this lawsuit. So Simon says that Porsha has about, is it 3.7? I can't see. 7.7 million followers, I guess. And he said that she used her platform to basically put out to the world that he had erectile dysfunction. Simon said, based on what Porsha put out to the public and perceived as him being a man with a D problem, that this has caused a lot of problems for him, both professionally and personally. He said, based on this, he has lost deals. He has been humiliated because y'all been in the comments saying ED because I saw it. So y'all been dragging this man because Porsha said he has ED. So because y'all been dragging him, Porsha is getting sued. So y'all may want to go and take that off his profile. Oops, it's too late because Simon said, based on what Porsha put on her social media, basically saying ED. He said that these posts were intentionally crafted to imply that he suffers from this condition, and it casted him in a negative and humiliating light. The series began with a striking post featuring this background, and Porsha said ED. Now, Simon said not only did Porsha say ED, she went as so far as to give the definition of ED, which he's saying she was talking about him. So, what he is saying, based on the comments and what Porsha said about erectile dysfunction, and his inability to keep getting his thing hard and having sex, it caused him stress, emotional distress, and he's suing that hoe. That is pretty much what Simon is saying. He goes on to say not only did Porsha provide a definition for what ED is, she went as so far to say these are the things that you can do to help with erectile dysfunction, including stop smoking, lose weight, eat healthy, exercise every day, and try to reduce your stress and anxiety. Y'all, this is crazy. So, Simon said these statements were accompanied by the hashtag men's health awareness, which appeared to give the post a tone of health awareness through the timing and the context made it clear that she was talking about him. So Simon wants Porsha to pay up, and she want him to get the hell out of. She want her to get the hell up out of his house, homeless, get out this man's house. Okay. So, in closing, Simon is pretty much saying that based on what Porsha has done, the statements that she has made on her very public platform, excuse me, y'all, on her very public platform, this has caused him significant harm. He stated based on the largeness, I mean, she has a huge following that it basically made the impact even heavier. And he is suing her. That is pretty much it. And that is all. If you guys want me to read the documents, I'm not going to do it here. I'm just pretty much scamming it. I actually already did this in an earlier video. But based on this lawsuit, Simon is basically saying that Porsha used her platform to pretty much, he's saying, to make statements about him having a D problem. It's pretty much what he's saying. And in a nutshell, he also goes on to say, now y'all listen to this because this is pretty true what he says. He said, based upon Porsha being his former spouse, that her statements were perceived as pretty much truth because people believed what she said. So he's saying, based on the statements that she made by their relationship, it gave her statements validity. So what he's saying is not only is people dragging the hell out of him, is that they actually believe what she said to be true. Does he have ED? I don't know, but what he's saying is whether he have it or not, everybody thinks he does based on Porsha's actions. Okay. He says that what Porsha did has harmed him professionally, personally, and it has ruined his reputation and it has humiliated the hell out of him. That is what he's saying. He said, based on what she has done, not only has it ruined him, it has caused him a great amount of negative stress and humiliation, and he wants that hoe to pay, is pretty much what he's saying. Okay. He wants Porsha to pay for what she has did. Simon has labeled her actions as extreme, outrageous, and intended to provoke and inflict emotional distress. So Simon said, hey, she didn't do this by mistake. In fact, she did this on purpose. This is what he's saying, okay? He said she did this on purpose. He goes into Georgia law and how defamatory statements can be very harmful. And in essence, guys, what he is saying, and I'm going to, like I said, I'm not reading every single bit of this, but what he is saying, and I'm going to get to the end. He said, based on what Porsha has done and the amount of stress that she has caused him, he wants a jury to enter a judgment in favor of him and against Porsha. He wants to be awarded for compensatory damages in the amount to be determined at trial. At trial, I can't get it out. He also wants to be awarded reasonable attorney fees and costs incurred. So everything he paid, he wants her to pay him. He wants to be awarded punitive damages. Simon wants Porsha to pay. So if you guys want to see like more of a breakdown, go check out my live video. I kind of went into it, but I wanted to give y'all a quick video for the ones that didn't want to stay around for the live earlier or the live that I have up. But Simon has sued Porsha. This is moving forward. And I want y'all to understand, because I know some people were saying, he's in jail. Just so you know, you actually can be in jail and sue somebody. So there's no basis to say, oh, this person can't sue. They're in jail. Unfortunately, you can sue somebody in jail. You can sue somebody in another country. So none of those are valid reasons to say, oh, he in jail, or oh, he can't be in the USA. None of those are valid reasons to say that the person can't sue. So I just want to let y'all know so that y'all don't think, oh, if he deported, he can't sue. Yes, you can. So I just wanted to give y'all that little update, and I'll let y'all know what is going on, because I believe, I just don't recall, but there is a date for trial. And I will let y'all know this is moving forward. This was actually filed prior to Simon going into ICE custody. And as I thought about it, y'all, this is more of a reason why Porsha want him to stay in ICE custody, honey, because I know y'all was thinking that, the folks had just stumbled upon Simon and everything. But word on the street is that Porsha reported him, and I believe that she reported him. So Simon is suing her, y'all, and he want a lot of money. Whenever somebody say we would leave it up to the jury to determine, he want a lot of money. I don't know how much y'all think he want, but he is not playing with Porsha. Isn't it amazing how the whole gold digger go get a sugar daddy, and then the sugar daddy sue the hoe? What is